Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Made in Japan. Today we're checking out Toukiden Kiwami 2, created by Koei Tecmo. Set in a period drama medieval Japanese fantasy world, warriors known as slayers specialize in fighting oni, which are essentially gods, evil gods, if the way you can describe it. This game has a very, very strong similarity and familiarity to God Eater. They put the slayers into teams. They each have their particularly unique skills, but most of it's just swords versus long range, which is either bow, guns, chain-linked weapons, sword and shield. There's all the gamut of normal fantasy weapon types and styles of gameplay there. But it's a third-person monster hunter. It's a take down the creatures and protect your village video game. Toukiden Kiwami was really fun to play. There's nothing that makes me recommend it based on story alone, but because it's kind of got that same feeling as a Samurai Warriors or a Dynasty Warriors game. You're not fighting down hordes as much as that, but you're fighting much larger creatures a lot of the time as well. So in the comparison between this and God Eater, I'd say this kind of reminds me of a mixture between Dragon's Dogma and God Eater in the way the gameplay is managed. So yeah, this is actually really interesting to watch because you can see like they use different styles of magic to grab hold and grapple around. So you can zip around the arena that you're fighting in. You don't feel like locked into place. It's almost like the teleportation trick that they're using in Final Fantasy 15 with the main character. So let's get a wee kind of glance in at the interior of the game, because I mean, no matter what, every single one of those openings are just a hype reel. So into character creation. Obviously, like God Eater, you create your own character that plays in within the world. I'm going to choose a lady, and I'm going to just choose what I feel like looking at. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Short hair looks good. Nah, going back. I've already seen what the design of this character is going to be. White top, white clothing. Is it actually going to work? I've got a feeling it's very Rei and Nami-esque kind of hair. I mean, proper good old anime here. Yeah, see, yeah, that does look like it. Well, no more go for my redheads. Keep it to the side. Represent us gingers. Got to make sure they actually keep at least a portion of the characters in video games to have red hair. Nah, blue to do. So yeah, the character creation is working through a number of presets. You've got your basic sliders that control body mass, shape, chin size, lip size. You could get into a lot of detail while creating your own character that you enjoy during the combat and conversation scenes. Cutscenes, like Dragon's Dogma, it makes use of you in cutscenes, not in the CGI pre-rendered ones, but any action scenes will actually have your character involved in them. You're not going to be armored and covered and unseen like a Dragon Souls game, so don't worry about actually missing out on seeing your own reaction to a lot of things. Let's see, they've got the eye patches. Well, I'm always a man for glasses, so I'm going to go for a pair of glasses. Probably pick those ones we just went past. Yeah. I like the fact that they've actually got the wee tiny, like, mini spectacles. Almost reminds me of either Trigun. Oh, there you go. We do have Rei and Nami right there. So the, go with the wee tiny spectacles, or like a rounded frame ones. Yeah. Let's go Librarian. So, yeah. You can see that the scaling tools are simple enough. You just kind of pull, polish. Essentially, it tells you whether or not you're getting dimensions right for your character. You can go ridiculous, you can go small, but there actually is kind of like still a hitbox range that'll affect your character design. And of course, choosing the voices. I always try to choose the slightly more mature characters because like the younger character voices, especially in Japanese games, can start to grate. I know, well, if you're hearing them reacting to everything, plus you're the one controlling their attacks. If you're a button smasher like I am sometimes, you just kind of get to the point where they're just like hap, hip, ha, 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 hap, and constantly. Finally, we get on to weapon choices. Essentially, your style guide for bludgeoning and destroying creatures. You can see everything here from axe-handled segmented things to blunderbuss rifles to long pole arms to maces to bow and arrow. So yeah, there is a lot of options. It's one of those things where I can imagine this being part and parcel of that kind of Japanese completionism thing where to get achievements in it, you would have to do the entire game with each one of those weapon types. In the 1,000 years previous. That's a bit of a way to actually like tell your timeline. Just go back 1,000 years. But yeah, we are introduced to Toukiden Kiwami. It has a very, very I like the style. I like the fact that it's a period drama fantasy, and the creatures have what are the depictions of Japanese oni, about like dogs. I've seen a lot of like images that kind of show those like really spiked line faces with almost like a human kind of structure to them. It's kind of reminds me of food dogs and those kind of things, you know. The design of the creatures makes me think of God Eater whenever I'm looking at it, because of the fact that they do share that kind of like same etymological style. They both come from the same objects that actually created them, stylistically. But then you've got creatures like this that look like sirens or Valkyries in the fucking sky with demon wings. The creatures are really well designed. The armor and combat is really well done. Oh, look at that big brute of a thing. We saw how threatening he was in the opening kind of video. The fact that there's just one wandering around the town now. So of course it's a bunch of elite soldiers in what appears to be dragoon armor, which is appropriate for the things flying around. They're going to dive down to protect people, taking down each one of the things in the way. Boom! So, there's a wonderful detail to animation for these cutscenes that enriches the show without actually kind of making you like, I wish I was controlling that. Because a lot of the combat and stuff in this feels like it can be done if you have the precision and the experience to do so. Especially with different techniques of actually grabbing and grappling with your opponent. You can feel like you've got built a flowing combo just with a few button presses. Is that one me? I like the implication that one's me. It's like, alright, everybody stand back. He's got this. Oh, she's got this. Most dangerous commander. Yeah, it does imply. That's brilliant. Alright, I can get behind that. If it implies that you're actually a badass, yeah. I'll leave the rest of the cleanup to me. Keep forgetting I'm playing as a female character, so I have to actually change the voice for it. So yeah, of course the first game's been out and dubbed and subbed. And I don't know, I can't remember people complaining too much about the dubbing quality in it. Although people did massively dislike the port to PC that Koei Tecmo did of this game, where it was people considered it a lazy port. I definitely remember Biscuit bringing up about the fact that it was a lazy port to PC, and the game suffered for it, which is sad. I mean, it's just one of the things. Are Koei Tecmo known for doing their PC ports ever good in the long run? I mean, it's no way that you should accept the quality level. It should be even better, but not being as a PC gamer, it's kind of one of the things where I accept it as almost being part of the publisher point. It's the reason why I won't buy anything from WB anymore, WB Games, like, because Mortal Kombat and Batman, yeah, both of those were a pain in the butt to work with. And then end up having all them on consoles as well, so they made money for me either way. It's crazy. Yeah. So the combat's fairly simple. There's two attack buttons, really, square, triangle, and then you've got a powered attack, which is your circle button. And it's a combination of like using those, floating your opponent in there, and then continuing on with them. So yeah, sprint along, take a look to see where else we need to go. So being a very linear kind of arena, you don't really have that. I'm looking to see if I have to go around the side here, because I think, have I killed everything? Oh no, I must have ran straight past a couple of guys. That's okay. Blanked out there for a second while I was thinking. Down you go, down you go, down you go. I like that run. I like the fact that the running combo kind of like flows into it. It feels a lot like these games really are the natural predecessor or the successors to Golden Axe and Streets of Rage, where you kind of like you just barrel into enemies and then you kind of work your way out of them. A little less like God of War, a little more like those. Just for the fact that arcade combat feels really, really fun, and there's a lot less quick timing events. Alright, so first ugly big son of a bitch here. Yes! Okay, I don't know if that's his health or is that's my stamina. I thought it was actually his health that I was burying down with that, but it was actually my stamina dropping. So after a certain period of time, you've got them well pummeled. Can I start doing things? Can I do something special to this guy now? Oh, right, the instruction in the bottom. Follow one of those, and boom, 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 boom. Down you go. Just slicing through your dead body, man. So just trying different button combinations here. It showed me like R square, R circle, R triangle. I was wondering, can I only do those whenever he was actually that weakened down? Oh well. That's yeah. No, I noticed the stamina bar being there. It's one of those things where I'm not used to stamina bars in my combat, but it's reasonable enough. It's not Dark Souls 3 punches and you're exhausted and now run away. It's actually like it's pretty much like a rechargeable special bar. That also means that if you use your special, you can't run in, use special, run out, and do it over and over again as a lap. It prevents you from doing so because you have to maintain enough for you to be able to sprint. So, yeah. I'm actually liking the combat. It's actually, I could play this for hours if I knew I was going in the right direction. Oh. Whoa, what was that? Alright. That's some kind of vision thing whenever I actually looked in with my right stick. So I'm assuming it must be like to find puzzles or find objects or find hidden demons. It's like the evil eyes. But yeah, on the other side, if I do it with the R buttons and run, I get this mad ninja sprint going on. Barely touching the ground. It does drain my stamina though. Ooh, there's a big guy. Oh, can't stop. Okay. It's like sentient auto run for actually completing the space a lot quicker. Alright, be cautious about that. Oh, look at this dude. I'm just essentially slashing him in the butt cheeks. Give me that ass. Oh, okay. So imagine they're being pretty powerful. So this triangle and circle. Let's give that a try. Oh, okay, missed. So there must be. It looks like a charge attack, but I actually hold a stance. So I need to give myself a second to be able to use it. And damn! Oh wow! That's brilliant. Just slice his leg clean off. Yeah. You're gonna be forced out. Can I do it again to the other side? No. Oh no! I just bounced right off of that. That's brilliant. Just slash right through his ankle. Oh, that's gratifying. I like the idea of being able to actually dislimb your opponent as you're working your way around. Oh. So I can get bored with this. It's actually really enjoyable. So yeah, we're going to take a week skip forward to look into the townlandy kind of like quest-giving space. This is like the first place you show up in after the end of that last battle. It's a weird and wonderfully interesting new place, I suppose. It's just looks like an old mountain village, but it's just the fact that the little touches, like, it's good scene setting. It sets it really well. Now I'm just going to wander from one person to the next until I get a quest marker, which is actually right there in front of me, but let's take a look around first. Look at the tour gates. The game is really pretty. The world is really pretty. It feels a bit static, and it does have that same feeling as like an older RPG game. I don't know why, it's just the aesthetic of it. It feels very earthy to me, so it's one of those things where I'm relaxed by looking at this game before I even start playing it, and then the characters are uniquely fantasy-esque enough to get me intrigued to find out more about, well, why has this priestess got that kind of hair and style and stuff. So it's just, curiosity is piqued by this game. It does remind me quite a bit of Final Fantasy X in that kind of way for me, like just going like, what the fuck is up with this place? Because I appear to have gone from a place that was no mysticism to somewhere with a bit of mysticism, and I don't know much more about it. I'm assuming it's actually not a time jump, or it's just a location jump. But yeah, it's got to be. It feels like a first 15's kind of point that I'm making. rather than actually being a retrospective review of the fact that this is a sequel that's coming out for a game series that's already been around. Because my passing interest in Toukiden was actually like downloading it on my PS Vita and then never having the time to play it. And then of course, like, I'm going from PS Vita to this version on the PS4, so the quality difference. I don't even know if this actually has a PS Vita release for the second one. I think they've just gone console with it. Well, hello? Is anybody there? Well, at least we know that the North America and South America still exist on their globe. It's just the fact that the everything else has changed. Alright, let's take a Norway look at some combat mechanics and combat materials, because dialogue scenes, can't get anything from them because you can't read the language. Ding dong, dinner bells rang. So obviously there's an attack on the village as soon as you're introduced to these characters. They go to lock it up and send their slayers out to protect the lands. And guess who the slayers are now including? That would be mid shield, no matter what you're protected. Okay. Magitech? In its own way. They're already laying waste before I even arrive. So yeah, they're essentially showing this grapple mechanic, which is looks the thing that's actually on her wrist that allows you to kind of like launch out, grab enemies, pull them towards you, or pull yourself towards them, and almost bunny hop off their heads onto the next person. You can see it kind of like goes from tree to tree and like whoop whoop. You can move you around the arena quite nicely if you've gotten used to it. Well, that means I've lost all combat. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, there they are. And boom, throw, punch, grab. See, I like the fact that it actually launches you. Oh, it launched me right into the crowd of them. Spin them out. It launches you into a combo. It's actually it's a linker rather than anything else. If you're actually already slashing away at an enemy, or it can close distance quite quickly for you. Don't know anything you said, man, but Vivi, the wee dude looks like Vivi to me, has such a deep, meaningful voice. It's like, yes, I must believe every word you say, even though you are tiny and mechanical. Another one of these ugly. Oh, at least another person joined the team. Team of 4. This shouldn't take too long. I mean, like, I wiped out one of these, what, solo, like, just a minute ago? Looks like we need to beat him down. Yep, run around behind him and slap his bum. You just play butt bongos on every enemy. I know, I'm sure that's not going to work for everyone, but yeah, it works for me. Butt bongos. Move around the back, punch him in the face. Because he's a butt face. That'd be the reason why. So what did you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think of Toukiden Kiwami? Have you played the first game in the series? Have you actually have you partaken of its manga offerings? There is actually like a small manga series that was actually related into it. Do you like Dynasty Warriors? Do you like Samurai Warriors? Do you like any of the hack and slash of the modern era? I've actually been playing these and modern ones since like 99 Nights on the 360, and sometimes they feel good. Like, say, a Gundam Wing or Gundam Warriors or whatever it is. I can't remember the name of the Dynasty Warriors Gundam. DW Gundam games. I like those. I like this game in a different way. It reminds me more of like the actiony RPGs of Dragon's Dogma. So what way does this fit in for you? Does this fit in as a hack and slasher entertaining with a bit of a wider plot? In the same vein as maybe, say, Dragon Quest Heroes? Or is this actually a deep, meaningful kind of like slog through a world that actually, for you, is about the story? I don't know what your opinions on Toukiden are. I think this is gorgeous. I think the combat mechanics flow well. The design is interesting and intriguing to me, so I would like to know more. I'm probably going to check this out whenever it gets released, whenever it does officially get a release date for either North America or Europe, so we can get a hold of a translated copy. So yes, this has been Toukiden Kiwami 2, available on the Japanese PSN. easily accessible if you create one of your own accounts like I have done for this show for Made in Japan. I hope you guys actually enjoyed the hell out of the video, and I hope you come back some other time to like, comment, subscribe, and many of the other things to check out here on PasticheofSkin. I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.